Hey guys, all right, I am carrying on day three of 2021 forecast readings. This one is going to be, my husband's cooking downstairs. He's such a nice guy. This reading is going to be for Virgo. We're going to go with Virgo now. I've already given the deck a good shuffle. Like I've mentioned in my previous videos, I'm not pulling a card for every month. That's not how I roll. I don't like numbers and I don't like, linear timelines and all that other stuff. So I'm going by the season, going by the quarters of the year. I feel like people change with the seasons if you're in tune enough, even if you're not. But we're going to start winter into spring, spring to summer, summer to fall, and back into winter again at the end of the year for 2021. So I'm just going to get started here. I'm going to pull 3 cards for each quarter with signifier cards from this Kim Cran's deck. Love her. It's a very nature-based and earthy kind of deck. And then clarifying with Rider-Waite here, because I love the Rider-Waite deck. All right, let's get going here. 3 cards for Virgo. First card that's come up is the Hermit. This is representing energy that may be like around you right now, moving into the new year. I mean, we're only days away from January 1st, right? So again, time is fluid. Time is fluid. The 8 of Wands. This is interesting. Messages coming through. One more. Come on. One more card for Virgo from the Kim Crans. Need one more signifier card. This deck, surprisingly, the past readings I've done for these forecast readings, they're not jumping like they usually do. Not sure what that's at. There we go. Okay. So to start your year, I've pulled the Hermit, 8 of Wands, and the Magician. I think this is a really good lineup. There's also Justice at the bottom of the deck. The World, the Moon, and the Tower. Woo! Okay, we're going to pay attention to those. I'm not going to include them all. I would like to acknowledge them because that's a very intense lineup after the Hermit and the 8 of Wands and the Magician. There might be some type of message coming into you, some type of information. Maybe someone's contacted you. Regardless, the information, I feel at this time, it's doing one of 2 things, this information that you're getting. It's either kind of causing you to hermit and go inward and get a bit quiet with yourself and others. And alternatively, this information has put you into this creative, resourceful state, perhaps a state where you need to be resourceful. But the 8 of Wands is in between these 2 cards. Maybe you'll have to make a decision about something, especially with Justice on the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, which goes with the Hermit about getting quiet, secrets, being very private, and then the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. There's like this huge major arcana lineup for you. Be interesting to see more of it. Let's just keep going here. I'm going to clarify now this first quarter with the Rider-Waite deck. What is this about? I see contrast. I see something happening on like a huge vibrational level. I don't know if it's universally intended or it's some type of transformation on your own part or some type of change on your own part. Let's see. Oh, the possibilities. I get so wrapped up when the messages are a little more complex than other times. Oh, come on. Why are you holding back on me? They're holding back on me. Both decks. Let's just pay attention to that. What's that about? Yesterday they were flying out all over the place. of Pentacles. It's interesting. Having to get resourceful. Limited resources. Come on, give me 4. I like to pull at least 5 to clarify. Ten of Cups. The Star. Like I said, the Star was lined up in the deck with your major arcana cards. Let's pay attention to that. Oh my goodness. Okay, a couple came out. Let's see what they are. 3 came out. 4 came out. Okay, finally. Wheel of Fortune. Or, sorry, the Chariot. Not the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot. Judgment. The Magician again. 5 of Swords. This is real interesting. I get this sense like, this is what's coming to mind immediately, and I feel like I'm supposed to go with my gut on this one. Like, you're going to get an offer of some type. I feel like it's work related, or like contract related, or business related. Something like that, that's going to require a lot of determination and focus. And I feel like there's going to be focus lacking here based on the Hermit, the 8 of Wands, and the Magician, like that, like I was saying, that 8 being right in the middle. Justice. What's under here? I almost feel like whatever this offer is, or whatever this opportunity is, I feel like it is opportunity based, okay? You're going to be given it serious consideration, because I think it has a lot to do with your future. I think it has a significant amount to do with your future here. This 10 of Cups, the happy home, balance in your life, right? And like I said, I feel like it has to do with resources. Like, you're going to have to get resourceful, but maybe this opportunity might have to do with actually coming into more resources or more abundance, actual physical abundance, possibly money, potentially, or just some type of physical abundance. It may be even an opportunity that puts you in a really creative position where you have, I don't want to use the word power, like power as an authority, but power in terms of your creativity and how much room you have to move within that. It is a big opportunity. I think it's one that's going to require, it's going to come with a significant amount of change in it. Like, that's why you're here. But I feel like based on all these cards that came under the deck, like, it's karmically justified. But deep thought about it, because ultimately what's going to come of it is this Tower moment, this serious, serious change. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like this does have to do with resources. Like, I usually don't pick through the deck like this, but it's all just lining up so perfectly. I think this might even have to do with your own banking, whatever, your money, things like that, where there wasn't resources before. All of a sudden, there's gonna be resources. Look at you coming in victorious here. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Lady of money right here. Karmically earned. Like, you deserve it. This Queen of Cups here. That's what I see there. Mulling it over. Okay. So far, I like this. What a great intro into 2021. I've put these other cards back in the deck. Like, again, I'm just taking note of them. It's a lineup, right? I would like the opportunity for them to be in there for double clarifications as we go through this reading. So, Temperance in reverse. Remember, we're now moving, pardon me, from spring into summer. So the deepest part of the spring where things are coming into bloom and, the water's just starting to get warm. That's where we are right now, okay? So, Temperance in reverse. It did a spinny spin when it came out, so I'm just going to take it that way. Two more cards for Virgo. Wow. Oh, I could have swore there was two in there. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, a couple came out. Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. This is interesting. I wonder if you're going to take this opportunity. I would like to expand on this right now, but I'd rather pull the clarifier cards first because my mind is going in down a couple different avenues, and I don't want to jump the gun. If my gut's correct, I'll let you know, all right? If it is correct. Four of Wands, there's that Eight of Wands again. That swift information coming through, right? That message. I feel like that message is now carrying on. And I kind of felt, I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt like it was, like you may honestly, seriously consider this opportunity because it does have to do with balance and abundance in your home. And like stepping into the light. This Queen of Wands, she is magnificent, man. I love the Queen of Wands. This is like stepping out into the light and being noticed and taking the lead and being someone that people actually want to follow as well. Again, an ace, another ace. I spoke of opportunity. This presents itself to me in terms of some type of possible financial opportunity. I'm not ready to touch on the Temperance in reverse. That one's a mystery to me, and we'll get to that. But like I said, pursuing this thing that came your way because of the balance it offers. And I saw back there, it's something that you are going to mull over, and it's not going to be like the easiest decision in the world. Justified by strength here. That kind of backs that up for me. Like you're going to have to have the strength because I feel like it's going to be a drastic change of some type. And backed up by the Death card here, a serious change. Pardon me. Am I out of coffee? Maybe I should just like do the right thing and drink water. I sit here and I just like pound coffee and it's so bad for me. I'm gonna pull another card here. What came out? What came out? Two of Cups in reverse. I think I understand now. I saw this Temperance in reverse and I didn't really want to speak to it yet. I was waiting for something. And I think this is it. This Two of Cups in reverse, okay? This difficult part of the decision that you're going to have to make. And I think it's going to be the struggle or the tug of war between doing what's right for you and possibly having to leave relationships behind. Not because you want to. It's just going to be hard. I almost like... You don't want to have to say goodbye to people or move far from people or, like, again, I feel like this opportunity is going to be enormous. And you are going to take it, but I feel like you're going to struggle with yourself a little bit over this decision. Like, perhaps maybe you've let people down and, I just feel like you're really going to be questioning yourself here. But I think it's... Go with your truth. Go with what's good for you. Okay? Again, this Ace of Swords here. Right? Your own personal truth and what's good for you. I would like to clarify on this card specifically a little bit more. I'm going to pull it out. Because it could also be disconnection from your heart space. Yeah, like I said, okay, having to like leave things behind. That's what this card is. Having to make a very conscious decision to move, to cross the river, right? You know you can't go back. The swords are like in the boat. You're only going to be going one way. And I think that's the difficult part of this decision is like, does it have to just be one way? Oh, I wish I could just have it both ways. Can't I have it both ways? I don't want to give this up. These are my important friendships. These are my important connections. I feel like that's going to be the part that plays hard. Big decisions to make here, Virgo. Okay, we're moving on to the third quarter of the year. We're now moving from late summer and into the fall season. That's the swords. I was saying earlier, it's like you're having a hard time making a decision. You're in your head. And I looked down and I didn't see any swords. I'm like, well, no, I don't think they're in their head, but it might put you in your head. Really questioning if you did the right thing. Did I make the right choice? There's that World card again. There's the World. It came up earlier. Remember, beginning of the year, I'm like, oh, this is going to play in here somehow. There it is. Middle of the year. Okay. Few cards fell out, and I'm just going to take them all. The King of Swords, or Father of Swords in this deck. Same thing. Just shuffling things around here. The Hanged Man. Being hung up on that decision. Being at conflict with yourself about it. Over this. Over that ultimate happiness. Your ultimate happiness versus, it almost seems like your loyalty to people. Or your loyalty to others. That's what I see here. Big things. Okay, let's clarify on this. Let's clarify. What came up? Saw something here. 3 of Pentacles. Again, projects, building with others, the physical things around you. Like literally, these are people working, right? I felt like this was opportunity-based or work-related. These are people working, building a chapel, all working together, all different walks of life, right? We have a mason, we have an architect, we have a monk. It's interesting. Stability of your home, again, there it is. And your abundance, your physical abundance, money, your home, those things. To match that King of Swords, we also have the Knight of Swords. Justice. I'll pull a couple more. These ones are just coming out. All the bottom, they seem to want to come out. No, these ones want to come out. The Emperor, the 5 of Pentacles. I need a second here. I'm really going to have to contemplate this one. There's a lot of like intense energy going on in the third quarter of the year that I can see being a lot up here. Potentially being at conflict with someone who is perhaps an authority figure to you. Did I see justice come up somewhere else as well? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. What's that one? Nope. My bad. This is a lot to like try and sift through. I kind of feel like this decision surrounding your work and stuff and whatnot, or your projects or arrangements, there might be some conflict with it third quarter of the year. You may kind of be questioning yourself, like, why did I do this? Why did I choose to do this? This is all probability, right? So I'm going to move on. Like, it's not often I get stumped. Not going to lie. I'm a little stumped with this at the moment, but I feel like if I move on and I read the final quarter of the year, this is the weirdest reading. I've never quite experienced this before. I have, but not like this. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to move on to winter. I do sense some conflict with someone important, but when I sense conflict and I see the Emperor card and I see the Justice card and I see the King of Swords, like, to me, in any reading, I would pick that out as like a work-related thing, you know? Third quarter of the year. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Is it just one? Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. I think I'm going to go with my gut and what I thought originally about this third quarter of the year, that this opportunity, it could very well be that it doesn't turn out to be quite what you thought. I'm going to be honest about that. If I feel like my gut should say that, I'm going to. Not to predetermine things or anything, but I feel like based on the World card here, okay, and the Ten of Cups, it's okay that you did it anyway. It's okay that you did it anyway. Like, you don't know until you try, right? Like, you can't predetermine things. So let's keep that in mind. Let's make that like the lesson for this, okay, is that you don't know until you try. I feel like I'm supposed to say that. Give it a go. You're going to travel. You're going to go overseas. Whatever it is, like, you are going to determine the path and the future, right? And you don't know until you try, okay? And whatever decision you make, whatever comes about this year, be conscious and firm in your decisions and be like, you know what, yeah, this is what I decided. I'm glad I gave it a go. No regrets. No regrets, give it a go. Because something else could totally come of it. And if anything, these other things that you were worrying about at the beginning of the year, maybe perhaps that's your gut speaking to you. Okay, it could be. But these things that you didn't want to lose or sacrifice or part with at the beginning of the year, they're going to be there at the end of 2021. They will still be there. Like, you can go back. You can go back to those things that you didn't want to part with. There's opportunity. I'm going to just pull. Yeah, this might leave you feeling like you want to go on an emotional journey. Okay. You might set out again. Like, you had the World card and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. Whatever this is, okay, if it happens, it happens. It was intended to happen. You made your decision. And because of it, based on the World card, you learned something from it. And you get to start again. You learn from it. Like, not all is lost. Give it a go. You don't know until you try, right? And I feel like, if you decided to go backwards and be like, that wasn't for me, you're going to be welcomed with open arms, okay? You're going to be welcomed back if you choose to do something totally different and accept this opportunity. And maybe that's something to keep in mind for 2021 is, like, be an opportunist. Look for opportunities. Like, be openly and consciously aware to pay attention because, you know, everything's a lesson, everything's an opportunity. Be aware of it this year. That's what I'm seeing. Last messages, just, you know, the end of this year, it's a bit of a funny reading, but I always read it like I see it, and I don't sugarcoat it, is what it is. So, any last messages to, you know, assist with dealing with this third quarter, end of the year? Best way to deal with it. The Lovers, 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. I like it. I like this. I think that's universe's way of saying, like, you're not even going to sweat it. You already know what to do. You already know how to follow your heart. I was speaking about deep, meaningful, connective relationships with people, friends, and stuff like that you wouldn't want to lose. Go back. There's no loss here. I feel like I'm supposed to say that. You're not going to lose by, you know, making that decision. Even though at the end of the year it may feel like it's lost, it's not. It's a huge life lesson. Okay? You already know you can stand on your own 2 feet, right? I feel like you're going to be really optimistic about it regardless. Okay? 7 of Pentacles, back to those resources, where to allocate them. We're talking about resources, right? You're going to have enough resources to be like, meh, I can do what I want, right? It's cool. It's totally cool. Couple more cards. Maybe this opportunity is going to provide you with those resources. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe this opportunity is going to provide you resources to put you in a position of, I can do what I want now. So, well, maybe it's not going to work out to your tune. Who knows, right? That's all up to you. But if it doesn't, I feel like it will put you in a position where you are able to make choices more freely for yourself. That's interesting. King of Wands in reverse. You had the Queen of Wands. Yeah, like rejection of this thing, because you are the Queen of Wands. You're not the King of Wands. You're okay with not being the King of Wands. You're cool with that. It's all good. You know, you don't need to be that high up on the totem pole, so to speak. All right? Okay, Virgo, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, message me. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe and make wise choices.